You're listening to Good Reporters Podcast, encouraging you to use your platform and spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, because good reporters bring good news. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Edwards, also Young Christ-like on Instagram. Just coming to you today with the first episode of Good Reporters Podcasting. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited that we have this opportunity to do this. And I really just want to welcome everybody here. I just want to welcome y'all to Good Reporters Podcasting. This is a safe place. I got the microphone set up now, so I'm ready to get natural with it. I'm ready to just allow y'all all into my head, allow y'all to have a safe space. This is a very transparent, open space. And we're just going to be able to just talk the good news. We're going to be able to talk the gospel. We're going to be able to talk about Jesus Christ. We're going to be able to talk about experiences, things that I've been through, things that we all go through, things that we all struggle with, failures, new things, good things, bad things, things to stop, vices, sins, you name it. We could talk about whatever, but right now this is going to be just a really safe space for everybody to kind of listen in. But also we're going to have different people on. We're going to have other believers, other people on to just share their experiences, their testimonies. And I'm a firm believer that through our testimonies, we're free. We become free. We can free the world. I'm a true believer that the gospel gets a bad rep, that good news gets a bad rep, that Jesus gets a boring rep, that Christianity gets a boxed in rep. And so I really want to use this platform right here to just change that narrative, to really change the narrative and spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. I really want to let you all know what this is about. So let's just talk first and foremost. Brand identity. Good Reporters, that's the name of the brand, Good Reporters. And here we're just doing podcasting, but we plan to do podcasting and also clothing. But Good Reporters, what does that even mean? Like, what's that? What does that even stand for? Well, Good Reporters is us. It's you and I. I believe that you and I are all good reporters. And what would that mean? That would mean that we're all here to share the good news. You know, if you're a bad reporter, you would bring bad news. You know, if you're a good reporter, you would bring good news. And so I believe that we could find a way to play on that word, find a way to play on good reporters bring good news, and make other people see that there's not just bad things going on in the world, that Jesus Christ, in my opinion, and God will, in your opinion as well, is one of the greatest, one of the greatest stories ever on earth, and not like a reading a book story, but just like what he did on earth for us. And the simple fact of what the good news is just the good news is saying that Jesus Christ died for your sins. He died for my sins. He died for everyone's sins, no matter if they believe it or not. So that's the good news. And we're here to spread that. And so as good reporters, I believe that we all have a platform. You have a platform, whether that's on the phone, talking to your friend, whether that platform is talking to your parents, whether that platform is on social media, whether that platform is in your art, in your music, whatever your platform is about, we all got a platform. We all have it, like it's here. And I believe that we need to be able to use what we have and spread the gospel. I believe that it's outdated. I believe that not the gospel, but I believe that spreading the gospel is outdated. I believe that people don't care to share it anymore. I believe that people want to hold it to themselves if they do have it, but it's a mistake. I really truly believe that we have to still get it out there. It's biblical and it's a great command. And I believe that we can all do it. And I believe that we should all do it and make it cool. It doesn't have to be this weird thing. Like, it doesn't have to be this boxed in thing. It doesn't have to be this old school thing. It doesn't have to be a last resort thing. And so let's talk about it. Let's even talk about why Good Reporters. Again, like I said, the name is Good Reporters, but why? So daily we hear bad news. 24/7, you turn on the news, you're probably hearing somebody, got hit by a car, somebody got shot, somebody got killed, somebody lost a family member, somebody is missing. And these are all good things. These are important things to be covered, but I feel that we don't get enough of things that could be positive. And so as long as we're bringing forth the good news of Jesus Christ, we could also bring forth good news and things that's happening. Other people who can use this platform to bring forth their clothing lines, their their new podcast or anything that they're doing, I think it's a good safe space, and tell people good stories, true things, testimonies, miracles that's happened in people's lives, to let them know that Jesus Christ still lives. Like it's not an old thing. It's not a thing of the past. Letting people know that Jesus Christ still lives. Letting people know that miracles still happen. Letting people know that there's so much to be found in the world in Jesus, but sometimes it's hidden. And sometimes the only place you'll probably ever hear it is from somebody like myself, somebody like yourself, somebody who's a young adult trying to reach out, somebody who's a young adult still trying to figure it out. I don't have it. I don't have it figured out. I really, really don't have it figured out. I have no idea how everything is going to plan out. But I do know one thing, that I met Jesus. And when I met Jesus, he changed me. And so let's start there. Let's talk about who I am, Chris Edwards, because for some people, they know me, but some people you don't. And this will probably be your first time getting a chance to know me. And so I believe transparency will always free us. And so for me, I want to be as transparent and as open as I could possibly be. And so let's just start off with who Chris Edwards is. I'm 26 years old. A young Christian man. I've been saved for 10 years. And I know that sounds nuts to some people. Some people are like 10 years, 26. That means he was probably like 10. Honestly, I was 16. Like I was 16 years old, but I might as well have been. I was super young. And for me, this is my testimony. My dad got sick. My dad got sick, and my dad and I are really close. Really one of the closest people to me. And my dad, unfortunately, came to a really close place of close to death, where it was just like near-death experience that it was kind of weird, because we both went back together. Like we both went back to church that weekend. And that weekend something felt different to me. It just felt like I enjoyed it. I haven't been to church. I'll come to church every now and again, My mom comes inside, knock on the door. This is me before being saved, and I'll be, sleeping with the head down, I got my head down. She knock on the door, you awake? Make a couple noises or something, make it seem like I'm sleeping. The moment she leave, that eye comes open, that eye's wide open, and I'm ready to shoot up. I'm dancing in the room. I'm in the house. I'm doing whatever I can do, because now she's gone, because it wasn't in my heart. But for some reason, that summer at 16, we went back to our old church, Love Fellowship NY. And it was different. Like, to me, it was just different. Like, I just enjoyed it. Like, the people were really nice. The people were really loving. And before you know it, I was telling my dad, we left, and we're like, yeah, we got to come back here. And don't you know it? Sometimes the enemy works. And sometimes God uses situations to change your life. I couldn't tell you which one it was, but I'll tell you that summer was ridiculous for me. It was ridiculous. Like, after we left that service, we were feeling good. We felt like we wanted to come back. And that happens, but really, for me, it was a different change. I really believed we were coming back. And then we left, and then that week, my dad gets sick, just stomach pains. And long story short, he wound up in the hospital. And when he wound up in the hospital, they're basically saying it's a good thing he came here today, because if he didn't, he would have been gone. He would have been gone. And fast forwarding after that, every Sunday, I was going by myself. I was seeking the Lord. I was coming to find him, and sure enough, by the time my dad got better, months later, then he started coming back. Then my mom started coming back, coming to that church, and we all started, for the most part, going, and I've never been the same since. Now, can I say that I've been perfect? No. and that's what we're here for. Like, none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. And that's the good thing. That's actually part of the good news. That's the good news. Because if we were perfect, Jesus wouldn't have to die for us. And so, yeah, that's my testimony. That's how I got here. And now from 16 to 26, I've learned a lot. And I'm sure that there's some people who might not even be saved watching this, or some people who are saved, and they might just be in the infant stages. And trust me, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a whole lot. But that's the joy in it. It's not about coming to God when you feel like everything's perfect. It's not about being perfect when you come to God. It's all gonna happen as time goes forth. But this is the beautiful thing about it, and this is where I find my joy. This is where I find my peace. So I just want to encourage you all. Like, that's just really the beginning. I just want to let you know who I am. I'm 26. I love basketball. You will hear a lot of basketball references in this podcast. I am 100% confident that will happen. If you don't hear basketball reference in this podcast, I have been cloned, and please go find a real Chris Edwards, because I will be making tons of basketball references, but that's just how I am. I'm visual. You got to see it. You have to see what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm just grateful right now. I just really want to leave that spot. So it's just Good Reporters Podcasting. I just want to let you know this is how it's going to start off. Didn't want to get too fancy. Want to let you know who I am. Want to let you know who we are. And by say we, I mean us. Who we are the Good Reporters. And Good Reporters bring good news. So you guys take care and be blessed.